welcome to the deep dive, where we really get into the stuff that you were interested in.
That's right.
And today we're diving into Rama Lakshmana and Hanuman,
Brothers in Arms.
Brothers in Arms.
Yeah.
A book that takes a really cool approach to the Ramayana.
It does. The author, Srini Kata, pulls out some amazing life and management lessons from this ancient epic.
It's pretty incredible.
It is.
When you think about it, how do you bridge the gap between these ancient stories and say, running a team meeting in 2024?
Yes.
That's what we are here to figure out.
That's right.
So we're going to focus on the book's insights on resilience leadership and even fighting negativity and keeping a positive attitude.
Yes. And what makes Kata's approach so effective is the fact that he uses real-life examples.
Okay.
He connects these ancient concepts to figures like Nelson Mandela, Sachin Tendulkar, even Deepika Padukone.
Whoa. Okay, so we'll definitely get to those. But first, let's talk about Rama himself.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's ever a poster child for resilience, it's got to be him, right?
Yeah. Banishment,
losing his father, then Seetha gets kidnapped.
Yeah.
It's like one blow after another.
It is a cascade of losses.
Right.
And what's fascinating is how Kata frames Rama's emotional response.
Okay.
He uses this analogy of falling from the crown chakra, which is the energy center associated with enlightenment.
Oh, okay.
All the way down to the root chakra.
Right.
Our primal survival mode.
So even a godlike figure like Rama has moments of complete and utter meltdown.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The book does not shy away from his initial despair.
Okay.
Remember when he threatens to dry up the Godavari River in anger?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes you realize that these emotions are universal even for someone who's considered divine.
Okay. That's a pretty intense reaction.
It is.
But I think that just makes the story more relatable.
Yeah.
We all experience loss. We all have those, I just want to scream at the universe moments.
Absolutely. And it shows that resilience isn't about not feeling those things.
Right.
It's about how we process them.
Okay.
And find the strength to keep going.
So how does Rama pull himself out of that dark place?
Well, that's a journey in itself.
Yeah.
But it's important to remember that even in his despair, Rama is still fundamentally driven by dharma.
Okay.
Righteousness, duty, purpose.
Right. So it's even when you feel like your world is falling apart, having that sense of purpose can be an anchor.
Absolutely. It gives you something to hold on to, a reason to keep moving forward.
This is giving me some serious food for thought already.
Yeah.
But okay, before we move on, I think it's worth explaining the whole chakra thing a bit more.
Okay.
For those of us who aren't yoga masters, what exactly are chakras?
Good point.
Yeah.
Kata's writing assumes a little familiarity with some of these concepts.
Right.
But let's break it down. In many Eastern traditions, chakras are these energy centers in the body.
Okay.
They're each associated with different aspects of our being: physical, emotional, spiritual.
So when Rama's going through all this trauma, it's like his entire energy system is thrown out of whack.
Exactly.
Right.
And by using this chakra analogy, Kata makes it relatable, even if you've, never meditated a day in your life.
Right.
You can feel that sense of being knocked off balance by grief, by loss, by fear.
Okay, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Even if you don't buy into the whole energy system thing, you can still understand that feeling of being knocked down to your core.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And the journey back to wholeness, back to that crown chakra,
Yeah.
is what resilience is all about.
This is fascinating.
Good.
Okay, so we've got Rama grappling with his dark emotions.
Yes.
Who else embodies this idea of resilience in the book?
Well, we can't talk about resilience without mentioning Shibari.
Okay.
She's a devotee who waits 13 years for Rama to arrive.
Okay, hold on. 13 years.
Yeah.
Talk about patience.
I know.
That's next level.
Talk about resilience.
What's Kata's takeaway from her story?
It's not just about patience.
What?
It's about having faith in something bigger than yourself.
Okay.
Shibari embodies the idea that sometimes we plant seeds for our future without even realizing it.
Right.
They might take years to sprout, but we have to stay committed to our goals and in our beliefs.
So think about a goal that you've been working towards.
Yes.
Maybe something that's been a real challenge.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like giving up?
Right?
Is this ever going to happen?
Yeah.
Shibari's story says, hang in there.
Exactly.
Right.
It's about trusting the process and having faith that your efforts will eventually bear fruit.
Right.
And it's a reminder that success doesn't always come on our timetable.
So we've got Rama, who's the ultimate comeback kid.
Yes.
And Shibari, the queen of patience.
Yeah.
Who else does Kata highlight when it comes to leadership and resilience?
Well, it's impossible to talk about leadership without mentioning Hanuman.
Oh, yeah, of course, Hanuman.
This guy is...
The OG.
He is the epitome of resourcefulness, strategic thinking, and, leaping over oceans.
Right. Hanuman's got all the skills.
He does.
And strength, obviously.
Well, of course.
But what specifically makes him a good leader, according to Kata?
It's more than just strength.
Yeah.
Look at his first encounter with Rama.
Okay.
He knows Rama values wisdom, so he presents himself as a scholar. Very strategic. Yeah. Kata even brings in these Sanskrit terms, alochana and avagahana.
Ooh, fancy. Break those down for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Alochana is all about analyzing a problem.
Okay.
Really understanding it.
Right.
Avagahana is about knowing your audience and tailoring your approach.
Yeah.
Hanuman basically customizes his communication to resonate with Rama.
That's brilliant.
It is.
It's like he's not just strong, he's like a master communicator.
The master communicator.
And that's a timeless leadership lesson, right?
Absolutely.
Know your audience, adapt your style.
Yes.
And be clear in your message.
Be effective.
Yeah.
Not just forceful.
Right.
That's something that resonates even in today's world.
Absolutely.
Think about how much smoother a team project goes.
Yes.
When everyone is on the same page and everyone's voice is heard.
Totally.
That's Hanuman in action.
Okay, so we've got these shining examples of resilience and leadership.
Yes.
But I'm guessing the book doesn't just focus on the good stuff, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Kata does not shy away from showing us what not to do.
Okay, good.
Take Sugreeva, for instance.
Okay.
He's the Vanara king who, after reclaiming his throne with Rama's help, gets a little too comfortable.
So he's the, power corrupts example.
Exactly.
Okay.
Sugreeva becomes complacent, enjoys his newfound power, and forgets his promise to help Rama find Seetha.
Oh, no.
It's a cautionary tale about the pitfalls of power.
Yeah.
And the importance of staying true to your word.
And isn't that something we see all the time, even in today's world?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
People get a little taste of success and suddenly their priorities shift.
Totally.
It's human nature.
Yeah.
But the book reminds us that true leadership is about service, about commitment.
Right.
Not about getting caught up in your own ego.
And that's where having good advisors comes in handy, right?
Absolutely.
Like Hanuman, who's always there to give Rama a reality check.
Exactly. It's about having people around you who can speak truth to power.
Yeah.
Even when it's uncomfortable.
Right.
Leaders need that outside perspective.
Yeah.
To stay grounded.
For sure.
To stay focused on the bigger picture.
Okay, so Sugreeva forgets his promises, and I'm guessing that doesn't go over well.
Oh, it leads to a whole lot of drama.
Uh-oh.
But that's a story for another time.
Okay.
For now, let's shift gears and talk about the Vanara's journey to find Seetha. I mean, talk about resilience. They face treacherous landscapes, a near-death experience in this mystical cave.
Wait, a mystical cave?
Oh, yes.
Okay, now this sounds interesting.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
The cave experience is one of the most fascinating parts of the book.
Okay.
And it's packed with lessons about teamwork, risk-taking, and the power of collective wisdom.
All right.
But before we delve into that,
okay,
let's take a quick break.
Okay.
We'll be back in a flash to explore the Vanara's adventure and how it connects to some surprisingly modern parallels.
All right, sounds good.
All right. So we were talking about the Vanara's epic journey.
Yeah, the cave thing totally hooked me.
Oh, yeah.
But before we jump into that, can we back up a sec?
Okay.
The Vanaras have to cross the ocean to get to Lanka, right?
They do?
How do they even, begin to tackle that?
Well, it's this huge dilemma.
Yeah.
And Rama, being the wise leader that he is, gathers his advisors.
Okay.
And they have this brainstorming session where everyone throws out ideas. Some Vanaras are like, hey, we can just live across. But, oceans are kind of big.
Yeah, that's not exactly a sustainable travel plan.
Right.
Like, how many Red Bulls would you need for that?
Right. And this is where the idea of building a bridge comes up.
Okay.
It's ambitious, for sure.
Yeah.
But it represents this amazing collective effort.
Okay, so who's the mastermind behind this bridge?
Well, the book highlights Nala, who's basically the son of the celestial architect.
Okay.
So he's got the skills and the knowledge to design a bridge that can actually span the ocean.
It's like they've got their own ancient engineering team.
They do.
I love how even in this mythical story, there's this recognition of needing specific expertise.
Totally.
You can't just wing it.
You can't.
When you're building a bridge across an ocean.
Exactly. Kata makes a point of showing that it's not just about raw power or divine intervention.
Yeah.
It's about having the right people in the right roles.
Okay, so the bridge is built, armies assembled, they're ready to march on Lanka.
Yes.
But wait, there's more, right?
There is more.
Enter.
Yes. Don't forget the espionage. Even in ancient times, information was key.
Right.
And Ravana, being no dummy, wants to know what Rama is up to.
Makes sense. So he sends in his, intel team.
Yes.
Who are these guys?
Shuka and Sarana.
Okay.
And they're not your average gossip mongers. Yeah. These guys are skilled observers, able to blend in and gather detailed intel on Rama's forces.
So what kind of report do they bring back to Ravana? I'm picturing him anxiously waiting for the debrief.
Oh, they're blown away.
Okay.
By the sheer scale and diversity of Rama's army.
Okay.
I mean, imagine bears and eagles.
Yeah.
All these different beings united under Rama's leadership.
It's like the Avengers of the ancient world.
It is a sight to behold.
That's got to be intimidating, but it's not just about the numbers, right?
Right. They note the morale, the discipline, the unwavering determination.
It's not just a random mob.
No.
It's a well-organized, highly motivated fighting force.
Yes, a well-oiled machine.
Okay, so Ravana's probably sweating a little now.
Probably a little.
What does he do? Does he try to, negotiate?
Not exactly. He tries to play mind games with Seetha.
Okay.
He shows her a fake severed head of Rama, hoping to crush her spirit.
Oh, come on. That's just messed up.
I know it's a desperate move, but Seetha's not easily fooled.
Okay.
Her faith in Rama is unshakable.
Right.
She knows he's alive and coming for her.
That's some serious inner strength. Talk about not letting the haters get to you.
It is a testament to her resilience.
For sure.
And it reminds us that even when someone tries to manipulate us, we have the power to see through the BS and hold on to our truth.
Okay, so we've got this epic showdown brewing Ablas. Rama's army is prepped.
Yes.
Seetha's holding strong.
Yes.
Ravana's, I'm guessing, freaking out a little.
Just a tad.
But I got to know, what about that cave?
All right.
You mentioned a near-death experience.
I did.
Spill the tea.
Okay, so picture this. The Vanaras are searching for Seetha.
Okay.
And they come across this cave. They're dying of thirst.
Okay.
And they find this opening.
Sounds promising.
Except it could be super dangerous.
Oh.
It's a classic risk versus reward situation.
Sorry.
They're desperate.
Yeah.
But they have to weigh the potential consequences.
Right.
And what's cool is that they make the decision as a team.
Ooh, collaborative decision-making.
Exactly.
I like it. So did they take the risk?
They do. And it leads them into this incredible golden woodland.
Okay.
Like something out of a dream.
Right.
But it's an illusion created by this powerful being named Maya.
Whoa, a magical being.
Yes.
This just keeps getting better.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And then they meet Swayamprabha,
okay,
who's been trapped in this cave for years.
Okay.
And she represents hope.
Right.
This idea that even in the darkest situations, we can find a way out if we stay true to ourselves.
It's like that saying, sometimes you have to go through the darkness to get to the light.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Swayamprabha helps them escape, and they finally reach the ocean, ready to face Lanka.
Okay, so that cave experience is like a turning point.
Yes. It shows the power of teamwork, risk assessment,
Right.
and never giving up hope.
Okay, now I get why Kata connected this to the Apollo 13 mission.
Right.
Risking entering the cave.
Yes.
Using the lunar module as a lifeboat.
Yeah.
Like both are about making these tough calls.
Exactly.
In these high-pressure situations.
In high-pressure situations, and both rely on courage.
Yeah.
Quick thinking.
Absolutely.
And trusting the collective wisdom of the group.
The parallels are so striking.
They are.
It's like Kata is saying, look, these ancient stories are still relevant.
Yeah.
We face these same challenges today, just maybe with less magic involved.
Well, okay, maybe not less magic.
Maybe not.
Just different kinds of magic.
Just different kinds of magic.
Remember, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all about connecting those universal themes.
Yeah.
Of leadership, resilience, problem solving.
Okay, so we've got Rama, the ultimate comeback kid.
Yes.
Shibari, with her unwavering faith.
That's right.
And Hanuman, the master communicator and strategist.
Right.
They've crossed oceans, navigated mystical caves, and now they're ready to take on Lanka.
I can't wait.
I know. I can't wait to see what happens next. This is like a mythological Game of Thrones.
It is.
But with, better morals.
That's one way to put it. And speaking of leadership in challenging situations, Kata brings in another fascinating parallel.
Right.
Nelson Mandela's efforts to unify South Africa.
Right.
It's all about finding common ground and building bridges, literally and figuratively.
Oh, okay. I'm already intrigued.
All right.
All right. We are back and ready to wrap up our deep dive into Rama, Lakshmana, and Hanuman. Brothers in arms.
Yeah.
Last time we left off with this epic showdown.
Yes.
About to go down, Rama versus Ravana.
Right.
But it's more than just like a physical fight, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Kata really emphasizes the clash of ideologies here.
Okay.
Rama represents dharma,
okay.
righteousness, duty, moral order.
Right.
Ravana embodies the opposite of dharma, chaos, selfishness.
Okay. It's a battle for the soul of Lanka, you could say?
So set the scene for me. What's the vibe like on this ultimate battlefield?
Okay, imagine this. The sky is dark. With storm clouds, the ground shakes, the air crackles with tension.
Whoa.
It's a spectacle, like the universe itself is holding its breath to see who wins.
Talk about high stakes.
High stakes.
So both Rama and Ravana are like these legendary warriors.
Right.
So this has got to be like a pretty epic fight.
It is, but what's cool is that Kata goes beyond just describing the physical blows.
Okay.
He points out how their weapons symbolize their different values.
Oh, okay.
So Rama's arrows represent truth and divine power.
Okay.
Whereas Ravana's are all about illusion and dark magic.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
It's like their weapons are extensions of who they are.
Exactly.
What they stand for.
Exactly.
So how does this clash of the titans actually play out?
Well, it's a long, fierce battle.
Okay.
Both are incredibly skilled,
Okay.
countering each other's moves.
Ravana is fueled by rage, but Rama stays focused, calm, determined.
So it's a test of mental stamina.
Yes.
As much as physical strength.
Absolutely.
So who cracks first?
Well, as the fight goes on, there's this sense of inevitability.
Okay.
Rama, even though he's wounded, keeps going.
Okay.
His spirit is unbreakable.
Wow.
Ravana, though, you can feel him getting tired, frustrated.
See, this is why I love this book. It's not just about who's got the bigger muscles or the flashier weapons.
Right.
It's about character.
It's about inner strength.
Inner strength, yeah.
Exactly. And finally,
yeah.
Rama decides to use his ultimate weapon.
Uh-oh.
The Brahmastra.
Okay, the Brahmastra.
Yes.
I remember you mentioning this before.
Yes.
This isn't just some regular arrow.
It's not.
It's like the nuclear option.
Exactly. A missile of pure divine energy.
Whoa.
Basically unstoppable.
Okay.
And when Rama aims it, Ravana knows it's game over.
So how does he react? Does he beg for mercy? Try to cut a deal?
Oh, okay. Ravana goes out fighting.
Okay.
He knows he's lost, but he faces his fate head on.
Wow.
The Brahmastra hits, and he's gone.
Okay.
Reduced to ashes.
It's a powerful ending.
It is.
Tragic, but also kind of triumphant.
Right.
Ravana's reign of terror is finally over.
It is.
But I'm guessing the victory doesn't feel purely joyful.
You're right. Kata doesn't shy away from the cost of war.
Yeah.
There's relief, yes.
Right.
But also sadness for all the lives lost on both sides.
Right.
Even Rama grieves,
Yeah.
showing his compassion
Right.
and understanding that there are no easy wins in these situations.
It's a good reminder that even when you're fighting for what's right,
Yeah.
there can still be pain, loss.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Lanka's free, Ravana's gone. What happens next?
Well, Lanka starts to rebuild.
Okay.
And Vibhishana, Ravana's brother, who sided with Rama,
Right.
becomes king. Remember, he's the one who recognized that Ravana was in the wrong,
Right.
even though it meant betraying his family.
It's like his own inner compass led him to do what was right.
Exactly.
Even if it was hard.
It's not always easy to do the right thing,
Right.
but he vows to rule justly, compassionately.
Okay.
It's a hopeful ending.
Yeah.
Even after darkness, there's renewal.
Okay, so we've got a new beginning for Lanka.
We do.
What about Rama and Seetha?
Well, they've been through so much.
Yeah.
Face trials, overcome obstacles, and come out stronger, more united.
Okay.
They return to Ayodhya,
Yeah.
carrying the lessons of resilience, leadership, the importance of staying true to your dharma.
Okay, big picture time. What does the Ramayana, especially through Kata's lens, ultimately teach us about being resilient, about being a good leader?
It shows us that the path to doing what's right is rarely easy.
Yeah.
There are challenges, temptations, moments of doubt.
For sure.
But if we hold on to our values, build resilience, surround ourselves with good people, we can get through anything.
It's such a powerful message. And what I love about Rama, Lakshmana, and Hanuman Brothers in Arms is that it takes this ancient story and makes it feel so relevant to us today.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kata's modern examples, the Apollo 13 mission, Nelson Mandela,
Right.
Deepika Padukone.
Yeah.
they all drive home the point that these aren't just stories from a far-off time.
Right.
They're about timeless human struggles and triumphs.
Yeah, okay, so let's bring it back to our listener.
Yeah.
They've just heard us unpack all of these incredible insights.
Yes.
What's the one thing that we want them to walk away with?
I think it's this. We all have that potential for greatness within us.
Okay.
We may not be gods like Rama,
right,
but we can strive to be more like him. Courageous, compassionate, committed to doing what's right.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's like the Ramayana isn't just a story to read.
Right.
It's like a way of life to try and live by.
And on that note, I'll leave our listener with this. Think about the challenges that you face in your own life.
Yeah.
Where can you apply these lessons? How can you cultivate your own inner strength, lead with wisdom, and overcome whatever obstacles come your way?
That's a perfect ending.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Rama, Lakshmana, and Hanuman, brothers in arms.
My pleasure.
We'll catch you next time.